Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on Morning Markets from True Potential. Today, we look back at how asset markets performed yesterday. So firstly, I just wanted to touch on equity market performance, particularly equity markets in the UK, where we saw the main market in the UK, the FTSE 100, increase back to its pre-pandemic high. Interestingly, just to note that has certainly taken a lot longer if you've been following our podcast Morning Markets than a number of other markets. Really, a large part of that is about the combination or the structure of the UK market, that larger exposure to oil and gas, materials, and also financials. The other factor that's been driving it of late has certainly been company results, which have been well received, but also the weakness that we've seen in sterling. It seems not that long ago that we were talking about sterling getting close to that 140 level. We've moved back to 133.6 relative to the dollar over the past couple of days, and that's certainly been a boost for the UK, the main market, given the overseas component there. So that's one thing to note from yesterday. I think the other thing that I wanted to bring to life from yesterday was the UK GDP report for the third quarter, the months of July, August and September. And I think it's important to focus in on that a little bit because, yes, we've seen a slowdown from the second quarter where we had 5.5% growth to some 1.3% growth. But really that lacks some of the context. Yes, second quarter had to be strong just given the base effect. We've talked about base effects and inflation. It also works from a GDP perspective. The third quarter was going to slow as a result of that. When you dig into the numbers, actually, I think it's quite instructive because we actually see an acceleration month on month, and we see the September number increasing 0.6%. So actually improvement as we got through to the end of the quarter. Cast our minds back to what was happening in July and August. Large part of the pandemic, as it was called then, people weren't able to work. There were challenges as a result of that, which has impacted GDP. But important to note improvement in September. The other thing, as you can see just in the chart on the screen at the moment, the UK economy itself getting close to back to the levels of pre-COVID. Still not getting above it, but getting very close. I think about 0.6% below when we look at that chart. The other thing just to comment on from yesterday is what we were seeing in the gold price. Gold has started to react a little bit to some of those comments that Chris has been making over the last couple of days in terms of the inflation backdrop, the inflation number that we saw, that very strong headline number in the US of 6.2%. Certainly it seems to have awakened a little bit of interest in the gold market. We got some respite yesterday in the bond market. The US bond market was closed for Veterans Day. So we'll see how bonds move today as that market reopens and how it continues to digest that inflation number that we saw earlier in the week. I'll leave it there. Please do join us again next week. Many thanks.
Subscribing to the True Potential YouTube channel is quick and easy. Simply go to the channel on your desktop or through the YouTube app on your phone and click the subscribe button. You can then press the notification bell symbol if you wish to be notified as and when new videos are released. Doing this is a great way to keep yourself updated with market developments and personal finance insights. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed, and we look forward to continuing to help you do more with your money.